Hello everyone and welcome back to Shay's Hobby Bay. This is Sunday evening. It is September the 30th, 2018. It's 5:41 p.m. in the evening. So, I've been hurting today. Haven't felt good. I'm hurting pretty good in my back and left side hip area. And so I didn't feel like going to church, and my family is going to church. They'll be in pretty soon though. And they're bringing my Gracie girl home with them to spend the night with us tonight. Okay, this is a booktube video. That's not going to stay like that, is it? So let me take it back down and see if I can hold it up there close. This is about my phone book, that new one that I started. It's called A Body in the Backyard. That's it right there, what it looks like. And then it's by Elizabeth Spann Craig. Okay, I started it last night. I'm on page, the whole book has 1,514 pages. So I'm on page 99. Now that is, I didn't stop at the end of one chapter and the beginning of another, even though I hate to do that. But when I lay down and read, I get so sleepy that my eyes starts closing while I'm sitting there holding my phone trying to read. So I eventually just have to make myself cut it off and lay it down and going off to sleep, no matter where I'm at in the book. So I really hate doing that. I'm going to go back. I got to count my pages. I just turned one because I want to see what chapter I'm on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, wow, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I must have been very close to the end of that chapter to another, beginning of another. That was 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, jeez, 41, 42, 43, 44. Okay, chapter 2. That was 44. I'm in chapter 2, see? Okay, so let's go back. 44. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 44. Alright, sorry, I had to do that or I would have forgot what page and where I was at. And I'd had a hard time finding it. 99. If I could have just remembered, I'd said I was on page 99. Anyway, so, I want to tell you what I have gotten into so far with it. Okay, the way it starts out, this guy named Red. No. So I'm already getting it confused. This guy named Dusty walks in a house and he's got mud on his feet. So he's tracking in mud. And his wife, and I can't remember what her name is, starts yelling at him and saying, "You come back here, look at your feet, you gonna clean that up, I'm not cleaning that up after you." And the guy is the gardener of this home and for the home's owner, so they don't live there. His wife is the maid, the housekeeper, cleaning up the house. So she's in the process of dusting. So then he's walking through, because he had came in from the back garden, opened the back door, and he was tracking through the kitchen and living room to the front door. Dusty, the gardener, was. Because he was going out the front door because he was going to go across the street to get Joe. Is that his name, Joe? No, Red. His name is Red. Okay. So, So, the owner of the house, and her name is Myrtle. What was her last name? I can't remember now. Clover, I think. Myrtle Clover. So she starts hollering at Red about his muddy feet. And he mumbles. And at first she can't tell what he's saying, so she starts fussing at him about chewing tobacco because she can't tell what he's saying. I know how that is. Experience with Benny. Anyway. So, he does mumble. Oh, the reason she did that. Okay, see, I'm trying to get ahead of myself fast. Alright, let me back up. The reason she starts fussing at him about chewing tobacco, having a wad of tobacco in his mouth, because he mumbles and she can't tell what he said, because she's telling him, it sounded like you said dead body. And so, then he says it again, dead body in garden, I'm going to get red. Or, he didn't really say it out in all those words, he did it in the shortest words he could, going to get red. Going to get red, or something like that, you know. And, so it happens to be now that Red, across the street, their neighbor, or Myrtle's neighbor, is her son. So he's her son, he's her neighbor, and this is what it says. And he's also the police chief. So, as soon as Dusty had explained that and walked out the door, his wife starts, they say, crossing herself. So I guess it's like the what is that, Catholic way of praying. And then Myrtle starts going out to the backyard because she wants to see before her son, police chief, gets there and starts pushing her away. She wants to look around and see if she can find any clues to help investigate and solve the mystery, because she loves doing that. Well, when the gardener's wife heard Myrtle say she was going out there, Myrtle started saying, ma'am, or miss, whatever she calls her, please close his eyes, or he'll find somebody else to take with him. And all this kind of stuff. Anyway, so Myrtle was saying, I don't want to do that, I can't tamper with the body. Anyway, so she goes out and looks at the body. And so she sees one of her gnomes. She collects gnomes, and she has a yard full of them, different kinds and different colors. And she sees one of her favorites is knocked over, broke, and she can tell it looks like it was used to hit this man in the head to kill him. And so she don't know who he is. Alright, then her son, trying to think of his name again, Red, comes over. And then it's funny. They stand there and have this funniest, weirdest conversation for the longest. Because they're son and mother. And the way the son is talking to his mother and the things he's saying to her. And then, I mean, it's funny. It's like a son-mother bickering like they would or do. And then that has nothing whatsoever to do with the murder or investigating it. And then sometimes he throws in things in there about her investigating murders and stuff like that. And then he's also trying to throw in the expert questions that he's supposed to be asking about this situation, you know. So that's quite funny. Then finally Dusty comes back, the gardener. And he's come out there and he's saying, I wish I could remember his wife's name, but I can't. Saying that he's going to take her home, that she's worried, and she's saying, please close his eyes, or he'll find somebody else to take with him, and all this kind of stuff. And so Red explains to him they can't tamper with the body like that, and all this kind of stuff. So then they standing there and they looking at the body and they're talking and trying to figure all this and that out, you know. And then they hear a voice behind them. Well, the voice don't speak up. He like goes, you know how you'll do to get somebody's attention. And they turn around and it's another neighbor named Miles. So he's asking them, is there any trouble? And then, you know, they explain to him what's happened and what they're doing. So then Red asks him if he knows who the guy is. So the man walks up and looks down at the guy, looks back up, takes his glasses off and is rubbing them clean. He says, that there is my cousin. And his name was Charles, I think. And then he talks about the cousin. He says it's not a cousin you would claim. and he was probably here trying to get money off of me again. And he supposedly was raised here when he's younger and then moved away when he graduated high school and hadn't been back since. And he hasn't seen him or been in touch with him too much, just every once in a while and stuff like this. And all of that. And so that's how it started. That's where I'm at. I think I've left off there. I mean, I don't remember much else about it. My phone has, I gotta unlock it again, you know, it went off. From yards away, got to go, said Puddin', and she, Puddin', her name is Puddin', Puddin. That's her name. Got to go, said Puddin', and she unceremoniously dropped the phone back on the receiver as the squawking continued. It immediately started ringing again, and Myrtle walked over, lifted up the receiver, hung up, then took it off the hook. That should stop all those busybodies. So, like I said, I got to backtrack a little bit because I was getting sleepy and my eyes was closing on me and I just had to lay it down and go to sleep. So I'm going to have to backtrack to see exactly where I'm at because I don't really remember. So, but that's where I'm at. And see, this is what I want to do with my book reading. Every little bit, or maybe every day, and I may not put these up every day. I may make little videos like this that's not really going to be so short because we're 11 minutes in. Anyway, telling about each night what I've read about it, whatever book I'm reading on. And to me, that's what's fun, and that's what and how I wanted to do with this. So I'm going to try to do that. It'll be, you know, I'll make a few, I'll put them up on stock, and then I'll try to put those up probably once a week. But it'll be, I'll be putting the every night videos that I make, or the every day of the every night reading videos that I make, try to put them all up together in one day. And if they're kind of short, it shouldn't take too many. I may not even make one every day until about what I'm reading every night. It may be maybe every other day or something like that. We'll see how it goes. But this is kind of what I wanted to do. Alright guys, so that's where I'm at there. It's a fun, cozy mystery. This one is a cozy mystery. They found the dead body. And, you know, it's funny. It has funny parts in it. You know, how the son and mama was, that conversation they was having and all that. And then the guy, the Miles neighbor, about his cousin, that being his cousin, and how he wasn't, you know, he bombed off people and always tried to get money from them and all this kind of stuff. So, anyway. Alright. They got to figure out why the man is in her garden and who killed him and why and all that. Okay. So, that's all. So, out of here until next time. I'm done. I'm gone. Toodaloo.